RIMAN knows that self-care is holistic, and that's really our definition, is that we prioritize holistic self-care. Now, I know there's some erroneous expectations of what holistic may mean, but the basic definition is that it's characterized by the belief that the parts of something are interconnected and can be explained only in reference to the whole. Your self-care is not merely your skincare products or your nutritional supplements. It's about everything: your hair care, your body care, your exercises you're doing, the meals you're having, the friends you're socializing with. And so realistically, RIMAN appreciates that in our product offerings. So with that, when we look towards selecting your skincare, selecting your hair care or body care, designing your routine and what outcomes you're looking for, what aesthetic benefits you want, really provides you with endless opportunities for personal exploration. With skincare specifically, the treatments encourage choices that are unique to you, to your skin concerns, and to your lifestyle. And this connects to what we discussed during session 6 when we had compared the dermatology products and the radiance products, where realistically the routine you choose is dependent on your skin type, if you're oily or sensitive, but it also depends on what sensory experience you want, how long of a routine you want. So with all of those considerations, you have the opportunity to create a routine that is unique to you. And now, for those of you that perhaps have joined me for previous product universities, you'll know that I always point out that this guy in the photo is my father. I always like noting that my dad took part in our very first product photo shoot. It was back in May of 2023. We had just opened a couple months prior, and my dad flew out from Arizona to participate as the sole male model that we had in the photo shoot. But the reason I point out him and use him in this slide is because he has showed me the importance of skincare and the importance of self-care. He's not merely putting on the products in this photo for the show of it. He actually has a robust routine that sometimes makes it longer for him to get ready than the rest of my family. But that's okay, because that is how he feels not only confident, but how he pampers himself. And it also stands for a perfect example that men can appreciate self-care too. Now, with that in consideration, when we come to RIMAN's mission statement, I think it really empowers the approach of self-care that we prioritize. We are in the business of reimagining products and opportunities to inspire people to be the difference they seek in their world. And what's crucial about this definition is that we've highlighted the use of their world. Yes, of course, many of us may have dreams and aspirations of making an impact on the world, the collaboration and community that is literally the world. But sometimes the greatest impact comes from what we perceive, what the reality we have created for ourselves. Various products and opportunities may have no pertinence or purpose to you if it doesn't otherwise serve value in your cute little world. Oh my gosh, your tight-knit community or world that you've created. So in a long-winded way of exploring this and explaining this, we are really focused on encouraging these methods of self-care, but also encouraging these practices of confidence and of business confidence as well in how we are designing RIMAN. So we are here solely for you, to support you in navigating your own reality. Now, with that in consideration, we of course came to a huge concept of designing our products and how you use these products. And that's in the application of rituals. Now, why may we be using rituals, you may ask? Rituals are really focusing on that treatment of your skin in a way that is romanticized, but still scientifically efficacious for your skin. And above all, more than not, it is safe for your skin as well. Now, as you may remember, treatment in K-beauty indeed focuses on proactive protection and prevention of the skin rather than problem solving. We want to work with its innate health instead of against presenting issues, such that those issues don't occur to begin with. To do so, we prioritize those gentler ingredients and keep any harsher actives that do work or are well known just to a lower concentration to maintain your skin's integrity. That then culminates into a huge concept within K-beauty in general, which is the multi-step routine. Staying consistent and patient in what outcomes you're expecting, but also in layering these various products and ingredients is how you bring about that innate health and glow to your skin that stays long term. So in the evaluation and valuation of our products or value of our products, we're really prioritizing not just skincare, but the fact that skincare is transformative. And we want you to experience that when you create and design your own RIMAN ritual. And of course, with our various offerings in the rituals, they are all categorized into those basic tenets of K-beauty, which I hope you all have memorized now at this point. But of course, it's cleansing, hydrating, and protecting your skin. While K-beauty is fundamental, we want to make sure it's not complex for you to appreciate. So we have those pre-designed rituals you can easily follow, but we also have the basic tenets of K-beauty, in which having a product for one, or rather having one or two products for each of these tenets is a good skincare routine. And from there, you can experiment and mix and match to find that ritual that's right for you. With cleansing and with hydration protection, all of these are equally important. One cannot exist without the other two. With cleansing, of course, you're removing those daily impurities, but you're also prepping your skin for further treatment, for enhanced absorption of topicals. But we're also looking towards the enhanced desquamation or removal of dead skin cells. We also have hydration, which, of course, as you all know, Chairman On focused on heavily in the initial formulations of the RIMAN products. This not only replenishes your water stores in the skin, but in turn, it brings not only cellular skin health, but of course, that beautiful radiant glow, and it can even improve the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles or general dryness of the skin. Lastly, you lock in those efforts with our protect step, and protect in the most traditional sense is that UV protection, but RIMAN also appreciates your skin's innate protection, which is your skin barrier. So not only reinforcing that skin barrier to keep external irritants from penetrating and your internal water from evaporating, but also using UV protectors such as sunscreen to stop from UV overexposure and the creation of oxidative species in the skin. Now, I know I am repeating stuff you have heard before, but this is core to the RIMAN products and the product values as well. So when we focus on the rituals I mentioned that we've pre-designed, we considered much more than simply the products and getting as many products as we could into a kit when we created these rituals. We considered the individual, how they may appreciate and use these products, how the products themselves marry together within a routine, and how ultimately they're all going to work synergistically to support you in your attainment of skin health. And right here we have our basic signature ritual. This is our number one. This is what we lead with because it has the most products with the most synergies for skin health. Now, the design is simplistic again in its approach because we're following those basic tenets of K-beauty and of self-care. Your cleansing steps are on the left in various opportunities, whether you are exfoliating more often or a couple times a week and you're swapping one cleanser for the other. But then we also have a good chunk of hydration products. You have your two-phase oil mist, the booster and serum, the cream, and I won't go over these in detail because we did in previous weeks, but these are all flowing within those basic tenets of K-beauty, and this in turn is supporting you in skin health, but in self-care as well. And then we look towards the advanced routine, where some might choose this because it's less products, which is totally fine. But of course, it's also for that advanced nature of the Radiant Sun 100 line. It's also for those that do want that richer, oil-rich experience, sensory experience. And so that caters to those individuals. Of course, here we're also enforcing the skin barrier with the high oil load of these products, but you should certainly follow with a UV protector as well. And we finish off with the creation of the essential RIMAN ritual, again, in consideration of who may be consuming these routines. This is one of our shortest routines. It focuses realistically on the most basic activities in each of those tenets. Got one cleanser, couple of hydrators that have to exist together because they're designed to work together to hydrate, and then that protection with the sunscreen. So with the definition of these three rituals, absolutely you could follow them to a T, but they're also existing as basic outlines for you. Feel free to experiment, to swap products, and ultimately listen to yourself in the design of your skincare routine. And so as we close off this very short topic of the Product University sessions, we focus again on how we can appreciate your skincare as self-care. The products themselves, yes, are designed to be tools for self-care, but there's also moments in which you can practice agency in your own self-care such that it can be a daily habit or situation. Mainly, I always say that you should romanticize your routine, and I think this is crucial. The entire essence of RIMAN is to shift the various skincare things you do from obligation to inspiration and ultimately transformation. We want people to genuinely look forward to their skincare routines at the beginning and at the end of the day as moments to slow down and to honor themselves through the application of these products. So romanticize your routine in that regard. Feel the various sensory opportunities with the water-rich or oil-rich products, or feel how your skin looks. Oh my goodness. Feel how how your skin feels after the application of your products, look at the radiance of your skin, and feel almost proud that you just did something good for yourself, and you can do it every single day. You can also enjoy the social aspect of the RIMAN ritual, keeping up with those who follow similar routines, trying things out that others have suggested, or generally keeping up with your community, with the RIMAN family. There are many different platforms for you to do so. We, of course, have the We Are RIMAN Instagram page. There's also the Facebook Planner group, which I believe is RIMAN Planners Connect, but then there's also those individual team chats. All of that are great outlets for you to kind of change your perception of your skincare into something that is much more beneficial for you beyond what you're just doing topically. We also have the opportunity to incorporate tools, and I believe we touched on this in the Q&A session. You absolutely may bring in other tools. Gua shas are something I personally love, or the rollers. You can also just incorporate the environment you're setting up. So say you're doing your skincare routine in the evening, perhaps prior to that, you take a nice hot shower with candles lit, perhaps some music. I always have my cosmetic chemistry podcast going, and somehow that relaxes me, but all this involves, or rather evolves, into your self-care in totality. Again, because that's that holistic approach. You are catering to each of your senses, to your sight, to your smell, to your touch, etc. Last but not least, I encourage you to embrace that personalization. I see many individuals who go to embrace a ritual in its entirety, and they find that it's not working with their skin, but they keep powering through because they think eventually it will. But there's so many different opportunities for you to find not only skin comfort, but genuine benefit. And that simply is in the acknowledgement of the potential to mix up your routine and being excited about that. But that is actually all we have for the short content we have for today.